Good evening, I'm Michael Madimba bringing you tonight's edition of Primetime News, a 20-minute news bulletin packed with local and international news and rounded off with your daily sports news, bringing you developments shaping and driving today's world locally and internationally. Welcome and thanks for joining us as we wrap up the week. Leading tonight's bulletin, President Nangolo Mbumba is expected to attend the Omagongo Festival at the Onambango Palace in the Oshana region. Primetime News editor Maggie Thomas and producer Lydia Pitiri are on the ground in the Oshana region and have captured the excitement in anticipation of the festival. Let's have a listen.
Yes, no, the Maongo Festival is very important, especially we Oshiwambo speaking people, because it should be our tradition whenever we are drinking Maongo.
So I will go to Maongo Festival tomorrow. To me, it's very important to know my traditional, what is Maongo Festival meaning. So I must go and see and check and know tomorrow. Even my kids must know what is Maongo Festival. Because I heard people they are going to drink. Our king will be there, our president. It calls a lot of people to come and see and to drink. And I'm also included.
What is Maongo is our traditional. That's why we celebrate tomorrow to remember for our ancestors. Tomorrow we have been there at the Nambango to enjoy at our parades. Yeah.
So are you excited?
Yes, I'm excited to be there tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes.
See you there.
Yeah, see you then.
Still on updates from the Oshana region. Officials of the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism have apprehended an adult male suspect who was found in possession of a springbok carcass. Sheila Perestrello reports.
Namibian Police Force head of the Community Policing Subdivision of the Oshana region, Chief Inspector Thomas Ayambo, on Thursday said the suspect was apprehended in the Ovenduka village in the Uvudia constituency on Monday. He said it is believed that the suspect hunted the huntable game without a permit. He added that the animal, valued at 3,500 Namibian dollars, was allegedly caught using an iron trap. Ayambo noted that the suspect faces charges of hunting huntable game without a permit, catching, capturing and killing game without a permit, and possession of game meat which is reasonably suspected to have been hunted without a permit. Meanwhile, in an unrelated incident, the police in the Oshana region are investigating a case of robbery with aggravating circumstances after a man was robbed of items valued at 217,800 Namibian dollars. The incident occurred around 8:30 in the evening on Wednesday at Ongwediva. According to Ayambo, the victim had driven from Ondangwa to his house in Ongwediva when the incident occurred. When he stopped at his house, he saw a silver Toyota Corolla stopping behind his car. 3 unknown men exited the Corolla and ran towards the victim. He said one of the suspects allegedly had a pistol. 2 of them came towards the victim, while the other one got in his car and started searching. Fortunately, they did not find anything in his car. However, Ayambo noted that the other 2 suspects stripped the victim of a necklace, a ring and a bracelet valued at 207,600 Namibian dollars. They also took his car keys before driving off. Sheila Perestrello reporting for Primetime News.
From the northern regions to the coast, formerly retrenched fishermen have been re-employed through the government's redress program. The Minister of Labour, Industrial Relations and Employment Creation, Utoni Nyoma, addressed some of the re-employed fishermen, stating that his ministry is working alongside the Minister of Fisheries, Derek Claassen, to address employment conditions and other concerns raised by the fishermen over the years. Our Erongo region journalist Isabel Bento brings us this insert.
Our interest is to protect the workers' rights, to make sure that that is in Article 95 of our Constitution. It talks about the promotion of the welfare of the people. And in Article 95, it is also saying that we must protect the workers' interest and to make sure that the workers have decent salaries and they have decent living conditions. That is what is provided for in this book, our Constitution, Article 95. That's why when there are problems, it is our duty to meet the workers and to meet the employers to try and find an amicable solution. Why? Because we want to promote sound labor relations. But you should also be aware that there is a limit to everything.
Now, 2024 is a busy year with a host of SADC member countries set to head to the polls this year. Madagascar is amongst the countries expected to elect new leadership this year, as the country readies for their legislative elections on the 29th of May. Head of the SADC Electoral Observation Mission, Justice Florence Mumba, is in Madagascar, visiting the office of the Independent National Electoral Commission of Madagascar to discuss their preparedness to conduct the upcoming legislative elections. Here is more from this insert.
And we came to discuss the elections, the preparations, and all that matters in these elections with CENI as the body hosting and holding the elections for Madagascar. And as SEOM, we are obliged under the SADC protocols to support the country members who are conducting elections, and that's why we are here. And we have divided ourselves into various groups to cover all the provinces in this country. So the expectation really is for us to be able to compile a report of our observations at the end of the day. We plan to issue a preliminary statement on the 31st of May after the elections, and we also will be able to produce an official report by SEOM to SADC, and from there to all the political parties that have participated, and to including CENI, and to the official organs of the government of the Republic of Madagascar.
Stay tuned for your top roundup with the business segment thereafter. Welcome to the Primetime Biz segment, the slot dedicated to all things business and economics. After weeks of negotiations, the more than 100 employees of OK Foods in Rundu who downed tools on the 13th of May 2024 against lower wages will be back at work on Saturday. Sawe Alsiku filed this report.
The workers from OK Foods in Kurenkuro will start work on Friday. Namibia Food and Allied Workers Union or NAFAR representative Paules Mushongo in an interview with Nampa said the management of OK Foods and NAFAR reached a settlement agreement which the workers are satisfied with. He informed this news agency that OK Foods decided to increase the workers' salaries by 300 Namibian dollars and added an additional 90 Namibian dollars as transport allowance.
According to Moshongo, the last time workers' salaries were increased was in 2002. He said initially OK Foods wanted to give its workers $142 Namibian with no benefits on top of their already low salary of $1,300 Namibian. Before the agreement, the union was negotiating for an increase of $350 Namibian across the board and a transport allowance of $250 Namibian as a benefit. However, the workers are happy with the agreement the two parties reached and are looking forward to new negotiations next year. On his part, OK Foods Managing Director Jose Machado said he is happy they reached an agreement, saying it could have happened earlier if the union had been reasonable in its negotiations. He further said the strike would have been avoided had they discussed the situation earlier. Konjeni Ambinga reporting for Primetime News.
Now on to business updates from further afield. The United Kingdom continues to be plagued by post-Brexit customs uncertainty. Britain's post-Brexit border with the EU has been plagued by chronic delays and uncertainty, ramping up costs for businesses and the government, the nation's spending watchdog said on Monday. AFP brings us this report.
The United Kingdom departed from the European Union in January 2021 following a standstill transition period, but has still yet to complete full implementation of post-Brexit customs controls. The National Audit Office boss Gareth Davis, in a report on the situation, said the United Kingdom leaving the European Union created a large-scale change in arrangements for the movement of goods across the border. When United Kingdom left the European Single Market and Customs Union on January 1st, 2021, the European Union immediately implemented customs controls for goods heading from the United Kingdom into the bloc. But the United Kingdom's government has delayed the introduction of customs checks 5 times for goods heading into the country, citing delays with infrastructure and technology. Sylvia Shondali reporting for Primetime News.
And this is where the top segment concludes for tonight. We now consult the weather oracle on tomorrow's countrywide weather conditions, followed by a roundup of the latest economic news. Welcome to Sport Planet, the segment dedicated to all things sport in action. Football dominates tonight's segment. Kruger Tops are vying with Oshikango Chiefs for the Northeast First Division Stream Football League title, with both teams setting their sights on the Deep Marine Namibia Football League berth next season. Now, following the promotion of King Kauluma Palace from the Northwest First Division Football League and Namibian Correctional Service FC from the Southern First Division Football League, one more Northeast First Division Stream Football League team will compete for the final Premier League slot. As of right now, Rundu-based Kruger Tops and Oshikango Chiefs are locked in a close battle for the league title. Kruger Tops lead the log standings in this close race for automatic promotion, with Oshikango Chiefs trailing them by just 1 point. On to European football. Stefano Pioli has been sacked as head coach of AC Milan 2 years after guiding them to the Serie A title, the Italian giants announced earlier today. AC Milan said in a statement that Pioli, who was under contract until 2025, will be departing after the end of the current season, after having been in charge of the first team since October 2019. The 58-year-old gaffer will take his place in the dugout for Milan for the last time on Saturday in the final Serie A match of the campaign against relegated Salernitana. They will finish second this season, but way behind city rivals Inter, who, to rub salt in the wounds, clinched the title by beating Pioli's team 2-1 at the end of April. Stay tuned for your sports roundup. This is where we dock for the week. Another primetime news edition awaits you next week. A parting reminder to follow the on-screen prompts and subscribe to the Number TV platform to stay updated on developments shaping our world. Before I make an exit, we wish to take this opportunity to say commemorative Africa Day to the mother continent as Africa celebrates 61 years since the founding of the OAU, now African Union, tomorrow. I leave you with a profound quote from one of Africa's foremost revolutionaries and pioneers of the OAU, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, quote unquote, "I'm not African because I was born in Africa, but rather because Africa was born in me. May the continent continue growing in leaps and bounds in peace, stability, and prosperity. Happy Africa Day and good night."